Gil, one question to you. You being a captain of Test team, you being a captain of ODI, but unfortunately you were not included in T20 World Cup. So do you think that this IPL season is an ideal opportunity to prove yourself that you are worth for T20 as well?
Not at all, sir. I think if you look at the past 3 or 4 seasons, I think I have the most runs in IPL. So I don't have anything to prove.
One question over here. You might have seen the World Cup, the ultra aggressive approach adopted in the power play. And we have seen Titans' approach, of taking the game deep, by keeping wickets in hand. So you think this is contrary to the approach that, or will we see a different approach this season from Titans?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
सर एट द एंड ऑफ द डे आपको दूसरी टीम से ज़्यादा रन बनाने हैं, चाहे आप 4 रन ज़्यादा बना रहे हो जीतने के लिए, चाहे 150-200 रन ज़्यादा बना रहे हो. एट द क्रिकेट वही एट द एंड ऑफ द डे यू आर प्लेइंग दिस गेम टू विन अ मैच, एंड हाउ यू विन अ मैच it doesn't matter. So there might be a case where we have to chase down to 40-50 runs to win a match, yes, or there might be a case where we might have to defend only 160 runs. So ऐसे कोई ultra aggressive, we are not, I think, one of those teams जो एक मैच की ग्लोरी we are chasing कि हमको इस सीजन 300 या 350 बनाना. We want to be the team that consistently scores big runs, consistently scores 200, whatever the 200, 220, 180, whatever the seemable target is on that wicket, and we want to win matches in different conditions. We don't want to be a team कि जहाँ पे कि पता है कि अगर अच्छा विकेट मिलेगा तो तभी हमारे बैट्समैन रन बनाएंगे, तभी हमारे बॉलर अच्छा करेंगे.
Captain, this is for you. Seems that selectors have said that they're going to keep an eye on players to create that pool of 20 for the next World Cup coming next year, the ODI World Cup. Do you think that's going to put pressure on youngsters, and that can affect their performance? Because one eye is on whether I'm going to get into the pool, and one eye is on the target given by the franchise. Do you think that is one question? Just for the coach,
Sorry, sir, I didn't get your question.
Sorry,
I didn't get your question. Sorry.
No.
I thought you were asking him.
I was asking him. Now I'm asking you. The second question is to you. So
Yeah,
I'll ask both together. Then you can answer that. Do you have choice of picking up track that you want at home? There are 11 tracks here, mix, black, brown, and mixed soil. So do you get to choose soil that you want to play your team? Can you prepare wicket at home for your team?
We would love to do, but that's not the case. That's the case only you will see more in international cricket. Here we get those 3 pitches, and see, this red soil, black soil in IPL, there are only 2 venues. One is Lucknow, second is Ahmedabad. The rest, either is black soil or red soil. So, this black soil, red soil conversation has been going on from last 3-4 years more. Earlier, that wasn't the case. And here, when you talk about mixed soil also, it's pretty much red soil. And all over the world, it's black soil. So, I don't think so. It's a big deal. Plus, we don't look for any kind of pitches that for our advantage. Like Captain just mentioned, we want to be a team who can win in any conditions, any situation, home, away.
So you asked me about if the youngsters would be under more pressure to perform for the 20. I think the World Cup is there's still a bit of time for that. I think before that World Cup there will be another IPL season. So we have seen how fast things change here, with one series or with couple of series. So I think there's still a bit of time left. But yes, the players are always under pressure to perform and do well. That's just the nature of the game. And I'm pretty sure everyone would be excited to do well. And everyone obviously does feel a little bit of pressure. That's just how IPL or cricket is in general. If you're willing to put in that much hard work, you have sacrificed so many things. Obviously, you are put under pressure all the time. So I don't think anything's gonna change. And at the end of the day, it's about performing well. If you perform well, if you do well, obviously you're in the scheme of things.
See, till the time you are playing, there will always be pressure. For you and me, it's easy. मैं retire हो गया और आपने लिखना है बस. So the most difficult thing is playing. So and every international player have been through, and that's the beauty also. कि अगर ग्राउंड भरा ही ना हो तो क्या मजा?
हाँ.
How do you feel that compared to the last season, which areas do you feel that there is a need for improvement or revisions have been made during the pre-matches practices newcomers in the team, and how you are going to balance between the existing ones, and what qualities are you trying to look for in the field?
So I don't think we have had, it's not like I think we released 15 odd players and we kept only 10 players. I think the main core, the main 15, 20 players is the same. So I think the main core is the same. It's about, like you said, it's about refining some of the players which I think even you spoke about last season. I think last season was a successful season in my eyes. I think we were in the top 2 position up until the 14th match, which if you see collectively is a pretty good achievement. Yes, there were some areas, but that will always be there. Even if you win a championship, there would always be things that you could improve on. That's the beauty of the game. But I think our balance and everything is that it's just about maybe 1 or 2 players coming back into the combination depending on where we are playing, who we are playing against, if there are any injuries and stuff like that.
Hi, I am Darshana Jamindar from Gujarat Headline. This is the question to you, the Captain Cool. How do you balance the calm leadership with aggressive on field, to be aggressive on the field?
I think calmness is something that comes from my upbringing, and being aggressive is something, that's the emotion, that's the sentiments that you put in the game. And obviously you're playing the game to win the game. And whenever you are doing something to win it, obviously there will be emotions, and it's always a challenge to balance it out. Sometimes it comes off not in the best way, and me as a player, as a person, I'm always trying to work on that, and it's always better, the less emotions you show, it's easier to get things in control. So yeah, I would say it's something that like I'm working on as well.
Hi Ashish, Aziz here from Dainik Bhaskar. Something about the inclusion of Matthew Hayden in the fray. He is come in as a batting coach, and of course T20 batting standards have reached up to 250 runs an innings.
On super flat pitches.
Okay, so of course the Ahmedabad pitch where the final was played, it saw a 250 plus score being scored. How is Gujarat Titans going to approach the...
Which final you saw 250 in Ahmedabad? Last year, if I'm not wrong, RCB defended 191. See, when you talk about all these scores, even till today, they are more 200 runs or more 180 than 250s. But we only remember those 240, 250s. And mind you, that also happening when, like I just said, when pitches are flat, when the ball is moving, ball is turning, little the same team can't score 150. So, yeah.
Matthew Hayden's going
Our batting has been very good. It's not that Matthew Hayden have come now. Gary Keston is not here. Matthew Hayden is not here. So for that, Gary Keston have come. We have people like Parthiv Patel, Vikram Solanki, and here you are talking about international cricket. All these guys, they know how to bat. You just need to support them more guys. And there you go. For that, with heaps of experience, somebody like Matthew Hayden is here. It's not that Matthew Hayden is going to come here and then we are looking to score 250, 260. Right? So the day we need to chase 240, 250, we can definitely do it. Same conversation we were having it early.
Just a last question to Shubman. Regarding the impact player rule, few captains have vocalized their discomfort regarding the impact player rule. BCCI has cleared that is going to stay in the fray till 2027 IPL. What are your opinions regarding the impact player rule?
Personally, for me, I don't think there should be an impact player. I think cricket in general is 11-player game, and on wickets where we play, on the grounds that we play, adding an extra batsman is, I think it takes the skill out of the game. There's a certain skill in the game that you need to have, when you have certain amount of batters, and if a couple of your batters get out, there's a amount of skill that you need to have to still get the scoreboard moving and get your team to a good score. I think with that one extra player, it's making the game more one-dimensional, and it's taking a little bit of the skill out of the game. There's chasing 180 on a challenging wicket or 160 on a challenging wicket is, for me, it's personally way more exciting than chasing 220 on a flat wicket. So, I mean, it's going to be there till 2027. It's something that we also spoke about in the captain's meeting yesterday. And hopefully, I understand it makes the game a bit more entertaining, but let's see, it's there. It's up to them. what the BCCI is they're gonna take their decision. But personally, I don't like it that much.
जब विकेट फ्लैट होती है तो वो इम्पैक्ट प्लेयर की बारी नहीं आती, जब घूम रही होती है तो वो 8वां भी कम पड़ जाता है 160 बनाने के लिए।
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि बीसीसीआई ने नए नियम लागू किए तो उसके टीम के लिए कितना चुनौतीपूर्ण है?
कौन से
ये जो नेट प्रैक्टिस पिच वगैरह को लेके?
सर कौन से नियम है आप बताएं ना, आपको पता है
मतलब
विच रूल्स यू आर आस्किंग अबाउट?
नेट प्रैक्टिस के लिए मतलब नेट अलग अलग डिवाइड करेंगे।
सॉरी,
नेट प्रैक्टिस के लिए जो नए नियम अभी लागू किए
सेम ही है हमारे सर नेट प्रैक्टिस के नियम।
हाँ मतलब
सर पता नहीं सर, सॉरी।
आपको पता है सर?
हमें बता दीजिए, हमें पता नहीं है।
Shubman, Siddharth this time for the PTI. You know, with the performances like 1700 plus international runs and multiple centuries across the formats, what does the next phase of your career look like in terms of your personal goals?
Sir, honestly, I'm not the one to look too much into personal goals. I like to, whatever team I'm playing for, whether be it for my country or for Gujarat, I like the team that I'm playing for, I like them to win. And that is where my personal goal starts and that's where it ends. So for me, I think the goal doesn't change. Make my team win as many matches as possible. Obviously, as a team, when you're playing for, if you're playing the IPL, you're playing to win the IPL. If you're playing a series, you're looking to beat the other team in the series. So those are the goals that I look forward for, and I don't really have my personal goals like right now is obviously to win the IPL. Once that will end, obviously we're going to have some other tournaments with Indian teams, so my personal goals would change into that, and that's how I like to look about my goals.
कोच सर हमने ट्रेड विंडो में देखा कि जीटी ने शेरफन रुदरफोर्ड मुंबई इंडियंस को ट्रेड कर दी, तो क्या जीटी एक्सचेंज में कोई प्लेयर के लिए देख रही थी या ऑल कैश ट्रेड के लिए ही अप्रोच किया गया था?
सॉरी, एक्स्ट्रा जीटी
रुदरफोर्ड जब हमने ट्रेड किया तो क्या हम कोई प्लेयर देख रहे थे लेने के लिए या पहले से ऑल कैश डील के लिए अप्रोच आया गया था?
नहीं, अगर हमारे हाथ में हम तो जसप्रीत बुमराह को देख रहे थे, माने ही नहीं वो।
थैंक यू सर।
हेलो नेहरा जी, एक क्वेश्चन आपके लिए है कि T20 template is changing, it's evolving, and we saw what happened in this last World Cup, that the scoring level is going up and up and up. And as you said, the challenging is to score 180, 160. But the whole template of T20 is changing. What is your opinion on that? And do you think that this IPL we will see 300 mark broken?
I hope not. और जो आप कह रहे हैं कि टेम्पलेट इज चेंजिंग इन विच वे, लाइक कि पीपल आर स्कोरिंग मोर रन्स, पर how they're approaching the T20? Yeah, see, but not every team. Same teams were, the same tournament was happening in Sri Lanka, then there was no 240, no 250. और जहाँ पे अगर इंडिया ने 250 बनाए थे सेमीफाइनल में, वहाँ पे दूसरी टीम भी क्लोज पहुंची थी, पर दूसरी बार जब इंडिया ने बनाए तो नहीं पहुंचे ना, क्योंकि रोज रोज आप 250 चेज नहीं कर सकते. इट्स नॉट दैट इजी इवन ऑन अ फ्लैट सरफेस. तो व्हेन पीपल दे थिंक दैट इज इवॉल्विंग, आई डोंट थिंक सो. वही डंडे हैं, वही बॉल है और वही लंबाई है पिच की. जब तक ये तीन चीज चेंज नहीं होंगी, मुझे नहीं लगता कुछ बदलेगा. मैं मानता हूँ व्हेन देयर इज इम्पैक्ट प्लेयर रूल, बॉल भी गीली होती है, आप वो सब चीजें भी फैक्टर का आप करिए. जहां पर भी बॉल थोड़ा स्विंग होता है, बॉल टर्न होता है, वैसी पिचेस बन नहीं रही है ना. अगर वैसी जब बनेंगी तो सेम बैट्समैन के 250 बनाएंगे? नहीं बनाएंगे. और ऑफ कोर्स व्हेन पिच इज फ्लैट देन बैट्समैन शुड स्कोर 250. व्हाई नॉट इफ दे कैन स्कोर. बट अगर आप पहले से प्लान बना के आएंगे कि 300 बनाएंगे, आई नो कि एम करना चाहिए, पर देन यू कैन बी इन ट्रबल ऑल्सो. सो आई स्टिल डोंट थिंक दैट गेम हैज चेंज्ड, एन इंच हैज मूव्ड व्हेन इट कम्स टू इवन T20 क्रिकेट. क्योंकि ऐसा नहीं है, अगर आपके इम्पैक्ट प्लेयर रूल भी है तो हर बार 300 थोड़ी बन रहे हैं. क्योंकि वही बैट्समैन जो ऊपर खेल रहे हैं, अगर वही अच्छा खेलेंगे तो ही वो रन बनेंगे. फिर आप 8 ले लीजिए, 9 ले लीजिए, और 300 इज नॉट ए जोक.
Supplementary to this, you're a bowler.
Sure.
आप एक बात बताएं कि लोग,
I was a bowler.
Yeah, you're still a bowler when you bowl in the nets.
Yeah, in nets, yes.
So, अब जो लोग आते हैं T20 क्रिकेट देखने, T20 में ज़्यादा आते हैं, in your opinion, what do they come to see? They come to see bowler doing well, Jasprit Bumrah rooting up stumps with his ball, or batting?
Of course, batting. So it's been a batsman game. People wants to see 240, 250. But if you ask me personally, that's not good for the game. Even if you ask the captain, if you ask him, he's an opener batsman, keep captain aside. That do you want to see every game 240, 250? I don't think so. Because he's playing test cricket also, he wants to do well in 50-over cricket also. So, that's a completely different ball game.
So, moving ahead with this same question only, how do we achieve a balance between bat and ball, and, okay, that leading edges are going for sixes, and where we have a parity for bowlers also?
See, it's not like that कि अभी बैट ऑन बॉल में कॉन्टेस्ट नहीं कि एवरी टाइम, अगर वैसा होता तो हर बार 250 बनते ना सर. Still there is a contest. People, they are bowling well, they are still bowling well. But yes, there are few things in white ball cricket, not only in this format, in 50-over cricket also things have changed. 2 बॉल है, 5 फील्डर अंदर हैं, तो जो लोग 20 साल पहले खेलते थे उनके स्टैट्स अब आप सेम नहीं कर सकते. पहले 250 बनते थे, फिर 300 बनते थे, अब 350 बनते हैं. आप सेम 50 ओवर का मैच लाल बॉल से करा दीजिए एसजी टेस्ट की बॉल से, तो जो बैट्समैन 350 बना रहे हैं उसी पिच पे 250 बनेंगे. So all these, when you change the rules, then of course stats will be changed.
Is Sai Sudarshan your confirmed partner or you are still experimenting?
You asking me or asking the captain?
मैम ऑरेंज पर्पल कैप रहेगी थी उसकी. ऑरेंज कैप के बाद भी अगर एक्सपेरिमेंट करेंगे फिर तो आई थिंक एज अ टीम बहुत मुश्किल होगी हमारे लिए.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you. Last 2 questions, please. Then we are done.
This is a question to the coach. Last year we saw that at times the top 3 order was often vulnerable and the team was somehow reliant on its
You said top 3 were vulnerable?
No, wait. Sorry. The over-reliance on the top 3 and the middle order was somehow at times were collapsing. So how are you going to address this season? What are the changes have been made?
First thing first, I don't feel as a coach that middle order were collapsing. Top 3, yes, they scored heaps of runs and they played pretty much 17, 18 overs. That's why team was where it was after 13, 14 games. Yes, it was a disappointing end to the tournament. But those 3 scored that many runs, so those guys were batting, very few balls. So it's not easy for middle order. There might be occasion in 14 games, I remember once or twice, where you are talking about number 5, 6 could have finished the game, they did not. But it's not easy. So either it's Rahul Tewatia or Shah Rukh Khan or Sharfin Rutherford, they did their job, that's why we were there. Because see, it's very easy when you talk about a finisher, when you talk about somebody comes in over number 18, 2 overs 35 needed. Every time a coach and captain, they want them to do the job. But it's not easy if Jasprit Bumrah is bowling or Jofra Archer is bowling. So we are pretty much set as a team. Yes, we couldn't finish well. We were looking to play the finals, any team will do and lift the trophy. But even in that game, if you see, those top 3 didn't score runs. Josh Butler wasn't there, captain got out. Still, we were pretty much chasing 230, 235. So it's just about, see, in any team, when you talk about orange cap, always those top 3, they got the orange cap from year 1 if I'm not wrong. I don't remember anybody batting 4 or 5 got the orange cap. तो उनको बॉलेज इनकी कम मिलेगी तो उनका ऐसे ही लगता है.